Good, beautiful Friday morning. It is June the 30th, actually. Geez, I don't even keep track of time anymore. June the 30th, 2023. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And I want to welcome you to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul, where it is strictly all about Q&A. You ask questions. I try to channel the answers for you. I try to receive information from your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whomever will present themselves, and then I'm able to perceive and relay that information to you. We're at a very unique time in human collective history. We are sitting on the pinnacle of possibilities, or the pinnacle of not so good possibilities, but we are sitting there nonetheless with our love or our fear. We have our choices as species and as individuals. There are certain things that we can do and certain things we cannot do, because everything has an effect and everything has a cause. And you want to be mindful of what you're causing and what you're affecting with your thoughts and your emotions. But we'll give everybody a chance to come on. Good morning, Animal. Good morning. How are you doing? Good morning, guys. We're just going to give people time to come on. Yeah, so I've had an interesting discussion about where we are collectively right now as a species. That we are at a very unique point of being able to move in a very powerful, profoundly positive direction, or we can move in a profoundly negative and destructive direction. And it seems that the latter is where we are collectively heading more often, unfortunately, to a place of not such a good place of being. I will call upon who you want to have an answer from, and we will see what comes forward. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. So this is a Friday live Q&A. So ask your questions. I will tune in and get the answer for you. There may be a bit of a lag between what I'm saying and what you're hearing, so do not be too concerned about that. Just be aware that that's a possibility. We are faced with this wonderful opportunity as individuals, as collective, as a species. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. I'm just going to wait for some questions and some more people to arrive here. Hello, guys. Friday Q&A. Hi, Jennifer. Will I be pregnant next month? I'm getting a yes for that, Jennifer. And time to celebrate. Break out the de-alcoholized champagne for that. But I'm getting a strong yes for that. Yeah, next month is going to be a very exciting month for you. Yeah, make sure he's willing. Make certain he's willing to. You're very welcome. I'll get your question. Hi, Laura. How you doing? When will I meet my soulmate? I'm getting about 7 months, Laura. But I'm also being told it's dependent upon her ability to be open and receptive to this. Open and receptive to this one. There must be that opening. Apparently, you've had a number of prospective partners come up in the last year. A number of prospective partners that you weren't fully open to, so they weren't actually the right partner because you couldn't be open enough to them. So it skews what's going to happen. They're telling me that if you're open and receptive, it'll happen very quickly within 7 months. That's really wonderful. Question from Terry. May I have guidance for my greatest and highest good? Wow. Let all things that you should dwell upon be of love. Let everything that you should dwell upon be of love. The contingent effects of that will be very exciting for you. Let whatever you dwell your attention on be of love. Let it be of love. Wow, that's so simple. Let it be of love. Love is an energy. It's not just something you get. Love is not based in what you're going to get. Money is not love. Stuff is not love. Power is not love. Love can result in you having power and having things, but love in and of itself is a unique energy. It's a vibration that creates very precise and specific conditions in your body, in your mind, and in your environment So I really encourage you, if you can, to focus your attention more on love. We're just trying to, this new camera configuration, I think it's working really well for TikTok and for YouTube. That's really good. I'm just going to turn my notifications on my device off so we don't get disturbed. So that way, there we go. Thank you so much. So if you're new here, please leave let me know where you're from, what country, what state, what city you're in. Just give us all a shout out about where you're from and what you're doing. Someone saying, I wrote a song but has no music, just lyrics. Should I post it? I'm getting a no for that. You don't want to post it. You want to feel the vibration of the song, the feeling of the song, not the words or the meaning of the words, but the overall feeling that the song gives you will produce the lyrics, will produce the music for you. You want to get to the music through the feeling of the song, not trying to figure out what are the best notes, but feel the energy of the song as a sensation overall, and then let that feeling determine what notes and sounds go with that particular song. That'll work really well. You've got a muse that works with you. He calls himself Elenon. Yes, he whispers lyrics in your ear, in your right ear. He whispers lyrics. You do a lot of poetry, he says, and they're meant to be songs. But you want to get into the overall feeling of a song that you write or a poem you write, and you'll find that there's actually music that goes with that comes from the feeling, not from the words itself, not from the structure of the words, but the overall feeling that you get with the lyrics that you're putting down. Wonderful. Thank you so much. That's really cool. Oh, you're welcome, Terry. Yeah, this thing about love, people don't understand the power of love is not something you get. You do not get love from someone. You can get stuff from people. You can get ideas from people. You can get information from people. You can get energy from people. But love is what you are. It's why they had me create this shirt a few months ago, for you to remember that this is the fundamental truth. You are love. That's at the core of every living sentient being on this planet. Even the ones that are the most evil are born of a conception of life, which is love. And everything that's built on top of that can be based in fear or control or power. But ultimately, you are love. If you come to an understanding of that realization and consider, what does love think? What does love say? What does love do? In everything you do, if you consider that thought before you do anything, say anything, and take any action at all, ask yourself, what would love say? What would love think? What would love do? And don't go by the conceptions that you hear on these romantic phantasms on television about what love is, what you'll do for anybody. Yes, that can be an expression of love. But love as a thought in your own mind, love as an action through your own body, love as a word. What are the words of love? What are the thoughts of love in your own mind? What are the actions of love through your own body? Consider that. And you'll find some wonderful things start to happen to you. A question from Manoj. I had a dream in which I was working on the edge of a high-rise building. I was constantly scared of falling down. What was the meaning of the dream? It means to surrender your fear. They're telling me you have to surrender your fear. You didn't fall down, did you? You're learning to manage your fear. That's the first step. They're saying you're learning to manage your fear. Now you have to surrender your fear. Surrender your fear. Fear is what will eventually cause you to fall. Fear is another energy, like love. Fear is an energy, not unlike love is an energy, but they have different effects. But congratulations, because they're telling me that you didn't succumb to the fear, but you're managing it now. So you want to really get to a place where you surrender your fear. Surrender your fear. Ask yourself, what would love feel upon that building? What would love have felt? What would love have thought while you were sitting on that building, that dream? What would love think? What would love feel like? And what would love do? Very interesting thought, isn't it? Jennifer, will Chris and I get married? Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for your question. Will Chris and I get married? Not in the very near future. It's going to be a couple more years yet. This is dependent upon communication. This is wholly dependent on your ability to communicate really effectively with each other. that your communication must be really clear and understood. Please make sure. Yes, I will. They want me to tell you that. Be very clear about healthy communication. And in about 2 years' time, that'll all fall into place. If both of you are participating in that function of healthy communication. Stacy's asking, is there a message from my deceased father or grandparents? I don't know why I'm getting the word Fred. Fred, I'm not sure if it's Fred or friend, but I'm getting this word. It's like Fred or friend. Yes. That's all he's giving me is, I don't want to just, that's how I'm hearing what's presented to me. Something about a Fred or a friend or something along that, the word that sounds like that phonetically, I'm picking up as one of those two words. You're saying something about on, and also something about on the button. So I'm not certain if you can make sense of why I'm getting those words from him. Like it's friend, Fred, and button, on the button, on the button. So let us know what that means to you, please. Let us know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, I love this question here. Any guidance from Sojourner? Any guidance from you on developing distance healing? Yes, there is no distance. The one that you are healing is present with you and you with them. You must understand the function of distance is based in this construct of time, space, and matter, which is bound by the conditions of your body. The conditions of your body and the conditions of your mind are based in time, space, and matter. The function of your soul is not bound by these things. In other words, your soul and the function of healing can operate wherever you place your attention. Wherever you place your attention, your energy is there. Whether you put it in your left big toe or in the northwest corner of Dundas and Davenport, it doesn't matter. Wherever you put your awareness, that's where a part of your energy is. Place your energy to where the healing is going to occur, and that's what will unfold for you. It's really important you understand that your soul is not bound by the same rules of time, space, and matter that your body is. This is Archangel Raphael that wanted you to know that wherever you put your awareness, that's where your energy is. And so there is no distance in healing, merely the fundamental ability to put your awareness where it is required in order for the function and flow of healing energy to take place. Wow, I like that. That's really cool, Sojourner. Thank you so much. Yeah, for those of you that are on TikTok, I'm trying to get to a goal of 20 subscribers. So if you want to join in and subscribe to my channel, really appreciate that. Lola's asking, am I really a medium and how can I practice my gift? Hi, Lola. Listen, everyone has within them the innate skills to become a spiritual medium. Your soul is a multidimensional entity. You are living through a limited system of thought, biology, time, and space. But yes, you are a medium, but to develop the skill, it's important you learn to train the inner faculties to awaken. That is clairvoyance, which is clear hearing, claircognizance, which is clear knowing, clairsentience, which is clear feeling, and clairaudience, which is clear hearing. These internal faculties everybody has. Some people call it an intuition, a gut feeling. And in order to develop those, you got to learn a function of pulling your attention away from the five sensory self, your personality. You want to go inside and begin to awaken the inner senses. Again, in our 101 Masterclass awakening course, we teach people how to begin that process of opening up those inner senses again by pulling your attention away from the outer world. You want to really develop the inner senses, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. Like any other skill in this human world, whether it's auto mechanics or being a lawyer or a doctor or a psychologist, you have to practice and develop skill in your area. There will be errors, there will be mistakes along the way of learning. So be patient and be kind. For those of you that are aspiring to become mediums, again, I highly recommend engaging in our program. But you can do this by learning simple, practical skills. How to meditate is very important. Going inside and getting yourself differentiated from the physical body as the defining aspect of who you are. But everybody is a potential medium. You can tune into God, you can tune into Jesus, you can tune into the angels. Anybody can learn to do that. It's a matter of developing those inner senses so that you're hearing, seeing, feeling, and knowing that what you are experiencing, not based on what you remember, what you think, or what you've been taught to believe. Because most of what we've been taught by this world is gobbledygook. Most of it doesn't even apply to what you are as a spiritual entity. It only applies to the physical, mental aspects, and at the mental aspects in a very limited way. What you know from this world is very restrictive and limited and does not promote you becoming a medium. But please stay persistent in it. Develop it. Yes, you can. Open your clairs. There's many different teachers. There's many different courses on spiritual mediumship that you can go to out there. So I highly encourage you. But I encourage you to join ours. We have our Masterclass series just began last weekend. It'll run for the next 9 weeks. These are courses in 3-week segments, but you can learn to develop the skills that you all possess internally to perceive and receive information in a very different way than you can through the 5 physical senses, which only allow you to perceive this physical world or the mental world or the world of information. But you're a divine entity as a soul. You want to awaken those gifts. So be patient. Practice card reading. Cards are just devices to train or awaken your internal senses. And we have a series of practices that you can actually get engaged in, where you can practice with other people and learn the function of mediumship with another person, so that you can do practice. In psychology and psychiatry and in law, you go through a process called practicum, where you practice the skills you've learned. You do the same thing in becoming a medium. You have to practice what you learn to discover and apply what you know, so you can validate it from your own experience. But that's a great question. Thank you so much for asking that question. Good morning, Khan. Good to see you. You're very welcome, Manoj. So grateful. So appreciative you're here. So appreciative you're all here. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it, like it, subscribe to the channel so you can, or if you're on TikTok, please remember to follow. Thank you so much. Veronica's asking, are the repeating numbers I'm seeing a message from the universe? What should I understand? Don't get caught up in, they taught me this in the very beginning. Don't get caught up in the phenomena of the numbers. It's really exciting, but it's not the numbers that you're looking for. It's the information energetically that's being communicated to you. So the next time you find those numbers coming up, stop and feel what you feel about the numbers, as opposed to, wow, I'm seeing 1111, 2222, 33, 1234, or I'm seeing flashes of light. Don't get caught up in the phenomena. That's where so many people are stuck, because they get caught up in the external phenomena and they never get a chance to connect to the internal meaning of the information. What is the vibration, the information being transmitted to you through that unusual experience of repeating numbers, or flashes of light, or certain sounds, your fridge cracking when a certain thing happens, or you say something and a big bang happens. These are all symptoms of getting information, and you need to tune into not the symptom, but you want to feel the vibration of the information. So when you get those numbers again, stop, pause, and feel what you feel from that realization of the numbers. It's not about the numbers. It's about the feeling the numbers are stimulating in you that you can become aware of, because it's about what's within you. Your guides and your angels are trying to communicate to your soul, not to your mind and body. They don't want to deal with your ego. Your ego's not something they want to deal with. They want to deal with your soul, and your soul is a function of love. So you want to not get caught up in the phenomena of the senses. You want to go inside. What is the feeling I'm receiving from those numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm feeling a strong sense of order. I feel there's a certain series of steps I need to take. You start to tune into the energy that's guiding you, as opposed to the phenomena of numbers. Right? A lot of people get caught up in the phenomena of it rather than receiving the message. It really pisses the angels off, and if I can use that term, guys, in a way, because they're transmitting all this information to so many people right now. Everybody's caught up with the phenomenon. Oh, look, it's a glass of water, and not realizing what it means, what the feeling is, what is the information. Be healthier. It could be all kinds of different things. You'll know when you allow yourself to feel that. Like, really sit back, let yourself feel the energy of the messages you're receiving. whether it's a sequence of numbers, or even if you're getting a bit of a headache or an earache, because sometimes they'll give you a headache or an earache and you need to tune into not the symptom, you need to feel, what are you being told to? Maybe you got to stop thinking so much. Maybe you got to stop listening to certain people. Every symptom that you're getting that comes out unexpectedly has a piece of information. Even your body will try and communicate information to you through the symptoms of its sense, pain, pleasure sense system. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Got a question from Diane. Can you tell me what the black square that I saw over me and watched go out the window? Yeah, it was a dimensional gateway that came to you. I'm being told to tell you the next time that happens to look into the square, look into the gateway of the square. Like I see those sometimes over myself when I'm going to sleep, and I look up and I'll see like a little cutout, like a dark cutout with stars all through it. And I see this. I can actually believe I can reach up and touch it, but every time I try to reach up and touch it, it disappears. It's really funny. So I haven't quite figured it out, but I can see through it. I can see the stars, and I know there's another dimension there. But when you experience that square again, or anything like it, pause and look inside. Again, people get caught up by the phenomena of something. It's like the Ascended Master Jesus said, you know how many times he tries to appear before people? I cannot tell you how many times he says, I try to appear in front of people and they get scared, so they can't see me. Your fear prevents you from seeing love. Fear prevents you from seeing love. And your guides and your angels will try to connect you in the way that you're open and receptive to hearing them. They can't connect you where you're not open and receptive. If you're open and receptive to receiving number sequences, they'll keep trying until you finally can learn to hear. But Master Jesus has very often said, I'll appear before people, and they'll get startled, and then they don't see him anymore, because the minute you move into fear, you separate yourself from love. But yeah, they all try to connect to us in different ways, all of us. But yeah, to that, please connect with that, Diane. Someone saying, I feel stuck. Any message from my spirit guides, please? Sun for stars. Yes, that feeling of stuck. That feeling of stuck. This is coming from my guardian angel, John. He's saying that feeling of stuck is in your body. Feel the feeling of stuck in your body. Move your attention to that stuck feeling. Bring your awareness to that stuck feeling, and simply communicate this thought form, which contains an energy, to that stuck feeling right now. Do this right now. Communicate to that stuck energy in your body. I will take care of you. I love you. Think and speak those words as if you really mean them to that stuck feeling, and watch and feel how that stuck feeling changes. Right? We get stuck in an energy, we don't know how to change it. How you interact with the energies you feel in your body will determine what actually happens. You can change an energy in your body just like you can change water into ice, or ice into water, or water into steam. You can do the exact same thing with emotions in your body that are stuck in your body from your past. You can change emotions in your body from the past. We have a wonderful process in our 102 Masterclass where you learn the process of letting go of old emotions. You can actually liberate old emotions from your body. Old memories can be released from the body so they don't impact you or continue to perpetuate harm or cause you to keep doing things you don't want to be doing. A lot of people think that what they remember determines who they are. No, it's not. And you can liberate old emotions from the body. You really, really can. Yes, I like that too. Thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Ella, will I be okay? Ella, the part of you that's afraid, I'm being told to tell you this, the part of you that's afraid that you're not going to be okay, turn your attention to the part that's afraid and simply communicate to that part that's afraid, I will take care of you, even if I do not understand you. I got to say, the information and the instruction and the things I've been taught by my guides, my angels, the ascended masters, has boiled things down to a very simple formula for ending your suffering, your guilt, your shame, your depression, your anxiety. If you understand how to utilize the function of the energy of love, which is your true nature, and you can apply love to any of your depression, any of your sadness, any of your anger, any of your guilt, And learn how to apply the function of love to any of those emotions. You'll change them. Just the same way as you can apply the temperature of heat to this water and turn it into steam. You can apply the vibration of love to your depression and it will transform it. You can apply love to the energy of your anxiety. It will transform it. You can apply love to the energy of your guilt. It will transform it. You just have to learn how to cultivate, reconnect, and develop the vibration of love inside you again so that you can learn. And it's the simplest thing I've ever been taught in my life. You don't have to go through a bunch of pills and drugs to try and overcome your emotions. You can transform them. You are a spiritual divine entity, right? You can do this. It's very easy. Yes, thank you, Con. I really appreciate that. Veronica's asking, are the repeating numbers? I think we got to that already. I'm just scrolling down. Lots of questions here on TikTok. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rose. Thank you. Thank you. Ashley is asking, any message for me coming to you, or do you need to ask a question? It's better if you ask a question, Ashley, but I'm being told you need to really focus on your breath. I'm being told that you really need to focus on deliberate and intentional breathing, like literally where you're deliberately and intentionally breathing, bringing your body into a state of openness. Yes. This is going to change the issues in your life that have been bothering you, that source of anxiety that's been in your life for a while. Paying attention to your breath, whenever that comes to your awareness, release the energy from your body because you keep holding it in by holding your breath. They're telling me to tell you to really pay attention to the function of your breath, like literally just whenever you feel any of that anxiousness coming from those sources that you've been dealing with. I'm not at liberty to discuss the sources because it's an open forum like this, and I want to respect your privacy. So it's very important that you just focus on the breathing, like really deliberately and intentionally using your breath to shift that energy out of your body, and which will also shift the energy that's connected to the circumstances that you're holding on to by keeping that energy in your body. We keep events and circumstances in our life by the emotions we hold in our body. You keep circumstances and events in your life because of the emotions that you're holding in your body from your past. And if you can release those old emotions, you won't forget your past. If you can release the old emotions, you will change what's connected to your life and what will be connected to your life, because what you hold in your body gets connected to your life. It becomes part of your future unless you can change it in the present moment. Right? Thank you so much. Great question. Arabelle saying, you were put in my path today. Why? Because you're ready to restore yourself to the function of love. Being a conscious function of love. To understand that your capacity to induce change in any and all circumstances and situations which surround your life at this time are wholly dependent upon your own capacity to cultivate, nurture, develop, and transmit the vibration of love covertly. They want me to emphasize that word, covertly, that you do it without saying anything to anybody. You just simply engage in the energy of love and transmit that to people. We have a wonderful group that we are been slowly building over the last couple of years called 1 Billion Strong on Facebook. It's a 1 Billion Strong where people can join in the community, and for 5 minutes at noon hour and 5 minutes at midnight, for 5 minutes, just transmit what love is to you to the world. Just transmit love to the world as an intention. We do that twice a day. It's called 1 Billion Strong. We believe if we get to 1 billion people, there's going to be a massive quantum shift in human collective unconsciousness. Thank you so much. Hi, Ella. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. I'm just trying to learn something here about. There we go. Let's see what options I have here. Okay. Just there we go. I'm just learning how to use new features now that I got this device all started. Tiffany's asking, good morning. I'm wondering if my dog Maggie will ever enjoy our trip in July to Michigan. Yes, if you eliminate your fear around how they're going to enjoy it, they'll enjoy it with you. Eliminate your fear around the trip about how they're going to enjoy it. I'm being told to tell you that there's going to be a bit of a surprise on the trip for you. Understand that our animals are like us in one sense. There's the physical body is not who the soul is. The body is just an instrument through which the soul expresses, but there's going to be a wonderful process for you to experience with your beautiful dog Maggie on that journey, and I hope you enjoy it as much as you can. You're very welcome, Arabelle. My pleasure. She says, thank you. She's 150 pounds, and I'm concerned she'll not be happy. She'll be very happy. You need to be in the state of joy. Not try to make her in a state of joy, but be yourself in a state of joy about the trip. Don't try to make the dog be in joy. Be in joy about the trip. The dog will feel your energy because dogs, you're the alpha. You're your dog's alpha. So your energy will determine what the dog is going to do or not do. A lot of people don't know this about animals. They follow your energy, especially if you're in the alpha position with your animal. So go get into a state of joy, but really be in a sincere state of joy. Don't try to make the dog be in your state of joy. Just be in a state of joy and watch how the dog shifts and changes accordingly. He'll be totally fine. And so you have a great time. Wonderful things, good times. You're welcome, Miss Pendulum. There is a white light coming down from the sky. This is Sonia asking from the sky. And yesterday it was pink. What is it? There are many different phenomena. And as humanity continues on its path towards fear and control and power and authority, there are certain effects that are going to occur in this planet and in the solar system. The energy coming into our solar system, these are what are being called ascension energies by certain groups and individuals that science is calling cosmic radiation, X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet rays, all these different rays and energies coming in. These are energies that cannot be created or destroyed. They can only be changed from one state to another. But you're going to be noticing a lot more phenomena come from the sky. And it's either going to be based in the phenomena of love or fear. Our collective unconsciousness influences time, space, and matter. Our collective unconsciousness influences time, space, and matter, which means that you can, in fact, alter whether or not we're going to get a supernova or a micronova from the sun, or if we're going to go into a whole new age, a whole new earth. Somebody's asked me to do a video about the whole new earth, and Lord Metatron said he will do one for that purpose. What is the new earth that's coming? Because the new earth doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an amazing place. The new earth will be based on our collective creative process. If we are functioning from love, we are going to create very specific results in our experience in this physical planet. If we come from a consciousness of fear, we will create very specific results on this planet. If you believe that control, power, authority, that harming people is a good thing, then you will create an outcome that will be very much like that. You will experience suffering. You create from an energy of love, you'll experience a world of love. It gets very simple once you understand the process. Yes, wonderful. Some great questions today. Let's see here. Thank you so much. Blaine is asking, how do I grow through joy instead of growing through struggle? Wow, that's a great question, Blaine. Thank you so much for asking it on YouTube. One of the things they've been teaching me this last year, and I've been learning a lot in the last 2 years from them. I mean, for the last 4 years, my life has been a living miracle, and I'm totally grateful. I look at the people I get to be with, and the souls that show up in my life is amazing. But quite honestly, you have to be aware of when the struggle is there and surrender it. When you find yourself finding the compulsion, like, oh, I gotta rush. If you feel any sense of hurry, rush, stop. Don't make another move. Stop and center in and go forward with joy. You must actually choose to function from joy and do it with joy. One of the ways they taught me to do that over the last year was with dishes, doing dishes. So I do all the dishes, and I've learned to do dishes with joy. They said, when you can do love and you can do joy in everything you do, life will not be a struggle anymore, because the energy organizes the conditions you're experiencing. So a lot of people they start working on being a loving person. I'm going to stay positive, and then something negative happens, and they go back to the old model. But when that negative stuff happens, and you go, thank you, I appreciate this, and you go to a place of gratitude, or go to a place of joy, or a place of appreciation and respect, even if you don't initially don't like what you see, but shift the energy over to joy, Blaine. No matter what, when the struggle comes up, bring your joy to it. Bring your joy to it, because once you learn how to do that, there will be no more struggling. Then you'll just have the joy. And I got to tell you, that's the most beautiful place to be. It really, really is. And it takes time and energy. And there's going to be moments like there are with me still, where people and events are going to happen, and they knock you off, and you got to stop. Okay, I'm feeling a little upset. I'm going to shift this energy. By the way, I don't attack, and I don't suppress when I'm frustrated or upset. When I feel frustration, anger, upset, what they taught me to do was to feel the frustration, upset, and simply say to it, I will take care of you. I love you. And it changes instantly. And then I can approach the situation from a completely different energy. I hope that helps somebody out there. I really do. Because you're not here to suffer. You're here to create. You did not come here to suffer. You came here to create. Being asked, my dear friend Jody's aunt Jen is in the hospital right now and just had emergency surgery. Is there a message for Jody for her aunt Jen? Thank you. I'm being told a bunch of stuff coming in right now. But first, I'll just list them off as they came in. First, she needs to become mindful of changing her diet. She needs to change what she puts into her divine temple. This is number one. She must come to a more healthy reconciliation with her own mind, in that what it thinks and remembers, these have to be changed from the dominant emotional state she lives in. You must understand the effect of the surgery is a product of long-term standing emotions that were not resolved, were rather suppressed and stored in the body. Many of the physical conditions that she's been struggling with are simply effects of holding on to old emotions in her body. She must learn how to liberate those old emotions from her body. It is why so many of you find yourself going back to repeat surgical procedures again and again and again, because it has nothing to do with the body. It has to do with the emotional energy that's not being released from the body. You must learn how to release old emotions from your body, for long-term emotions held in the body will eventually create functional disease in your body. Your body is not designed by nature to hold on to emotional energy for extended periods of time. Wow, thank you. That was Archangel Raphael, if you need to know, Lisa. Thank you so much. Darcy's asking, can I have a message from my grandfather, Joseph, please? He's saying, in your mind, go in your mind to the place where we had the most love and joy. In your mind, go to the place where we had the most love and joy. It is not the remembering of the place that is important. It is that you feel the active love that is still now. To feel my love is active still in your life, and that we are still in that love. It is not about the place. It's about the energy to remember that that love is active now. It is not gone. It will never be gone. Love is eternal. I'm just getting images of people looking at something about a guitar, somebody looking at an instrument. It's like an elderly gentleman looking at a guitar. I don't know, but something about a guitar, and he's smiling. I think if you're playing a musical instrument, it'd be a good idea. If you're going to pick up a musical instrument, pick up a guitar, but something about a guitar as well. Something about picking up a guitar and him smiling at you by doing that. Yes. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that. Oh, I like that. Blaine's just saying, say to your upset or your frustration, I'll take care of you. I love you. What a great approach to turning one's life around. It really, really is, Blaine. I cannot tell you. It took me the longest time to learn that. I mean, I spent most of my life in chaos and confusion and upset. And it's only been these last 4.5 years where I've been receiving guidance and wisdom from my guides and angels and the other ascended masters that have begun to teach me how to think, how to act, how to be in a way that's in harmony with love and not fear. We need to learn that process. Everybody's so built bent on attacking their emotions rather than learning how to love them. Darcy saying, I've been feeling like doing music. Well, do it with a guitar, Darcy. Like do a guitar. He'd be really happy to see you pick up a guitar. He said to tell you, you'll be surprised. Yes. She says she loves you very much, Larissa. She says she loves you very much. Something about bleeding hearts. It's a plant called bleeding hearts. She's showing a picture of this big plant, bleeding hearts plant. She would like you to plant some bleeding hearts. She'd like you to plant some bleeding hearts in the garden. Again, I don't know why they call them bleeding hearts, because I look at them and I think they look like they just look like happy hearts. Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Well, late night, early morning, and a long workout today. Yeah. Hi, Renee. Does my dad, Bill, have any messages for me? I don't know why he's saying this, but he's saying to drive carefully today. He's saying to drive very carefully. Do not be in a rush. He's telling me to tell you, do not rush today. Do not rush today. Drive very slowly and carefully today. Wow. That's very clear. Someone saying, I need to know if my son is okay. What you need to know, Brenda, I'm being told to tell you, you need to transmit your love to your son and not your fear. Transmit your love to your son, not your fear. And this will be resolved in good order. But transmit your love, not your fear. As the matriarch, you can transmit energy to your children and cause things in their lives. This is true also of the patriarchal energies, that you can transmit energy to your children and influence their lives. So transmit your love to your beautiful son, not your fear. And you will be delighted if you can be persistent in the transmission of your love. Then the miracle of love will reveal itself to you. Oh, I like that. Monica's asking, do you have a message from my godfather, from my loved ones that left this planet? Yeah, they want you to start meditating. They want you to go inside and ask them to come to you. Go inside. Like literally go inside and ask them to come to you. Like in your meditation, get your mind quiet. They will communicate directly to you. Yes. The godparent will communicate to you first. But you need to get into a place where your mind and body aren't in the way of this. See, everybody's thoughts get in the way of things, right? You want to learn to stop your mind from thinking, and you can. Don't believe what anybody tells you. You can have your mind in a no-thought state. You can have a non-thought mind and still be very active and clear and present, right? But yeah, they'll connect you. Do the meditation. Hi, guys. Hi there. How you doing? Hi, I lost my nephew. Any message I can give to his grieving mom? Hi, mademoiselle. Thank you for your question. He's been trying to talk to his mother, but she's so overwhelmed with the belief that he's gone, she can't hear him. Tell her you need to get her to sit down. Get his mother to sit down. Have her place her hand on her heart and relax the body. Just get her to relax the body. Have her breathe and relax the body. Sorry, I'm laughing as he says she's in for a surprise. He's just telling me to tell you that she's in for a surprise when she does this. But get her to relax the body. He might prank her too. So have her relax the body, get it still, get it quiet, and then tell her to simply feel her son's presence around her. She'll be in for a bit of a surprise, but she has to get her body relaxed and her mind calm to feel his energy. I want to send her much love because I do know this place where when we convince ourselves that people are not in existence anymore because the body has ceased to function is not very accurate. You know, you're not your body, you're not your mind. These are simply instruments that you use while you're in a physical dimension, but she's going to be in for a surprise. Get her to sit down, quiet the body, relax, and just sense his energy. She's going to feel him and let her describe to you how she experiences energy. Yes, she's going to be in for a really exciting surprise. A lot of people, when they find out that just because the body ceases to function doesn't mean the consciousness is gone. It just means it's not in a physical body. Your nephew can't communicate in physical words, but he can communicate in different ways. So, for her to receive that, she needs to get herself into a space where she's open and receptive to receiving that information from him. And he loves her very, very much. Mischievous little guy. He likes being mischievous. It's going to be okay. He likes to be playful and pranky. So tell her she'll be in for a really nice surprise. I'm really happy for her. Someone's saying, Amanda's asking, how can I get my sister to stop being so angry without having emotions attached to it? That's a great question. Again, you will anybody coming to this channel, you will hear the same fundamental messages again and again and again, because love is the answer. Love is an energy. It's not sex. It's not money. It's an energy that you are. Love is what you are. You are love. So you want to really move into the energy of love. Connect to the love that you feel about your life. Like, feel the vibration of love in your body, Amanda. Like, feel what love feels like in your body. Let yourself connect to the feeling of love within your own body. And as you start to feel that connection to your own vibration of love within your own body, at that moment where you're feeling your love, just transmit. Like, imagine you can just send that energy to your sister's heart. Just imagine you can transmit that feeling into your sister's heart. And do that for about 5 minutes once a day. And in about a week's time or less, you'll start to experience some very different things, and so will your sister. It's always surprising when you realize you're not your body, you're not your mind, you are creating intelligence. And please, Amanda, let us know what your experience is. 5 minutes a day, connect to that feeling of love and transmit that feeling of love to your sister's heart. Like, literally transmit it to her heart, and do that for 5 minutes. Don't be attached to what's going to happen, because it will. It'll just happen. You don't have to worry about it. We know this. Once you set a cause into motion, it always produces a very specific effect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I won't be bringing anybody on live today. I've got a reading in a few minutes, so I have to keep it down to a couple more questions. But those are great questions. So we actually caught up there. I'm amazed. Question from Angie. Hey there. Are there any messages for me, please? Thank you. Wow. Yeah. That sadness that you've been carrying around is not yours to carry anymore. You're carrying the burden of someone else's sadness. Someone gave you a lot of sadness when you were younger, and you've been carrying it around, Angie. You have to release the sadness out of your body. Stop carrying that sadness around. It's not yours. It's not yours. Just make a decision. I release this with love and grace. If you're ever going to release old emotions, if you're ever going to release your anger, your guilt, your shame, do it with love and grace. Like literally, I'm going to release this sadness, this anger, this guilt, this shame. I'm going to release it with love and grace. And then use your breath to release it. It's very simple. It's not complex. Healing is a simple process. It really is. But I'm so happy for you, Angie. Like, don't carry that old sadness around anymore. It's not yours. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. Donata. Yes. Question from Serene. Does my cousin Nadine have anything to say about me and Sam? The only two, I'm only getting 2 words. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. But she approves. Oh boy. But she approves. Oh boy. But she approves. I like that. That's really cool. I think that's it for TikTok today. That's it for YouTube. Well, guys, I have to get prepared for this reading. If you want to book a reading with me, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. You can book a reading for a half-hour, 1-hour reading, because answering single questions here is one thing, but being able to answer your questions and go really deeply into what it is you're seeking to know and resolve, connecting to your guides and angels, can be done in a more private setting. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out. If you want to support this channel, you can do so through my Patreon channel or through my PayPal account, both of which are available as links underneath my bio on TikTok and my description box in any one of my YouTube videos. And I want to wish you all much love. And remember, in 4 weeks time, our 102 Masterclass on liberation begins. Consider signing up for that. That's where you can release all your old, dense emotions. You can heal your mind and in the process, heal your body. So consider signing up for our 102 Masterclass on liberation. In about 4 weeks, you can sign up at the website as well. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. And I'll look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow for the meditation at 10 a.m. I've got the energy of Archangel Raphael for healing tomorrow. So this will be a very interesting discussion of meditation tomorrow. So I hope you'll join me there, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok, YouTube, and my Facebook channels. Bye for now, everybody. Have yourself a